Yeah, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. Let's start our session. Advanced for loop or for each loop. Okay. Now, before that, I want to show you something. Syntax. This is the syntax of what? For loop, right? So here it will be like each item, and here will be your target. Okay. This is the syntax. Oh, this is the syntax, right? This is the syntax for advanced for loop. I showed you yesterday one simple example like whatever the array or collection is there, for that only this is applicable. This is not applicable for every other than array or collection. So array or collection are called iterable. Array or collection are called iterable. Okay. So target is what? Target is what? Nothing but target is what? Iterable. Iterable means on the top of which you are doing iteration. So it is called iterable. And always it will be target is target is iterable. Target is iterable. Okay. What is the another thing for iterable target? Target is always target is always target is always array or collections. Array or collection. Whenever you are having array and collection, for that only you can apply for each, right? You can apply for loop also for everywhere, but for especially for array or collection only, you can use this for each loop. Now, you know, right? Object. You know, right? Object. We have seen object, right? What is this string? String is a class, right? We have seen, right? We have seen system dot out dot println. Println. What is system? System is a class. System is a class, predefined class, right? So wherever there is class is there, wherever there is a class is there, object creation is possible. So object is a set to be iterable. Okay? When I'm talking here iterable, when I'm talking about iterable, so iterable is an interface. There is one concept, one in one or date. We will start. I explain you what is interface, what is class. What is class? Class, when you know your logic, you go for class. When you don't know your logic, you go with interface. We will see in detail in one or 2 days. Okay, what is class and interface? But think there are two concepts. When you know your implementation, I explain you one example in previous session. There is a 2 BHK flat. If you remember, there is a 50 lakh property, but the person having 40 lakh budget. So how it will manage? He will create one foundation and then he will create 10 lakhs rupees next year, invest, and then he will create. But he will create the foundation na. That example, hope you are able to recall. That day I explained that concept, right? So that's why I'm taking this point now, because this iterable, when I'm talking iterable is an interface. Iterable is an interface. That's why I highlighted that class and interface. So whatever an object, whatever an object, okay, which is which we are going to iterate, which we are going to iterate, iterate, right? Its respective class implement implement implements one package java.lang dot iterable java.long dot iterable. So see, I is capital. Okay, either it could be in this way java.lang some packages. There are some 11 methods we are going to discuss going forward, which is very much important. You know, right? This is the package. You are aware. I explain you, but it is coming after few session. That's why I don't want that you have forget. So this is the package name, and this is the it should be either class name or interface name. But here iterable is a what? Iterable is an interface. Okay. What does is my iterable? So iterable is what? Iterable is an interface. Interface. Hope you are good. Hope you are good. So now, now guys, focus. How many method this interface is having? How many method? This is related to for loop. That's why I'm telling you. How many method? There is only one method, which is public, and its return type is iterator, and its method name is iterator. We will see in detail. Iterator. Okay. You can define, guys, one more thing. Whenever you are defining some method in interface, it should be like this. But whenever you are defining some method, I am telling you one different public, for example, public string method one. If it is in a class, then it should be in body. Try to understand. Try to understand what I'm trying to say. Whenever you, because in class you are writing the logic, na? You are writing the logic. Just try to understand. Whenever you are writing some method in class, the logic is, the syntax is like this. It can be void, it can be anything. It can be public, private, that is different thing, but this is the syntax. But whenever you are having one interface method is like this. I don't want to explain what is abstract method, all these things at this moment. That is not the, this is not the correct time. But just try to understand the difference. This is the syntax and this is the syntax. Here, open and close curly flower bracket. Here directly semicolon. Hope you are understanding the difference. So how many method iterator have? Only one method. Only one method iterator have. Okay, now focus. I want to tell you one thing. You don't know collection. Fine. Collection have like array list, maybe array list, like vector, anything, hash map. Okay. There are so many things. Okay, there are so many things. So every array class and collection implement iterable interface. There are so many things. I am giving few example. Collection is also a class. Under collection, we have array list, vector, hash map, hash set, okay, linked list. Many things are there. But it is like this. Just think. I will show you in the Venn diagram. Who is the boss? For example, this is the collection. This is the collection. Under collection, just think. We have array list. Just think, simple. We have vector. We have hash map. Just think, right? What happened? All are under which collection? Na? Similarly, collection is implementing whom? Collection is implementing whom? Collection is implementing iterable. Collection is implementing iterable. 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 Hope you are understanding what I am trying to say. Even though you are not understanding, it is fine because you don't know collection, you don't know a release. No need to worry. No need to understand also this thing. But you should know who is on top, who is on bottom, right? You should with diagram you should understand, right? Right. Think in this way, right? Who is iterable? Everyone is implementing whom? Iterable. Hope you are good. right? Now, how suddenly this iterable come into the picture? Because we are doing some iteration now using for loop, advanced for loop. That's what I want to highlight this point. Now coming to our actual topic. So this is the method iterator, right? And only one method available inside this interface, that is iterable. Okay. Now we will come to our for loop. Now, as I mentioned, array and collections, these are the only two places where we can apply this for loop. We will see this programmatically now, right? Okay, open this. How we can write the class on the package, create class name, right? For each example, what apart from that, one main method is required. So I am clicking here. One main method is created. No. One main method is created. You know, right? Iterator. Sorry, you know array, right? We have seen array. What is the single dimensional array? This is the symbol. What is the variable name of this array? A. What is the type of this? What is the type of this? Can I take int? Yeah. What value it can hold single dimensional in a curly braces? How it will end like this? What is the value I can give? I can give 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. This value we can give, right? Fine. You know this, right? Now I want to iterate using for loop also, normal for loop also, and I want to iterate using for each loop also. You will see both. How to comment for loop. How I can give for loop like this. I can give this for loop. Now, what is the syntax of for loop? It will start with some initialization. From where it should start? It should start with some value. Okay. Index wise, what is the index position? 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. How to format? Select out, Control Shift F. Already it is formatted, so no need to worry. So what is the variable name? Okay. Int initialization, int I equal to 0. It's fine. Int equal to 0. Now, what is the condition? I want this loop to iterate till its end. So I need to understand the length. What is the length of this? So there is one a dot length. We have seen length versus length method also. Now length, sorry, spelling mistake. Okay. Now you are having the length, but with which you are comparing, because second term will be a boolean term. Na, it is a conditional check. So what you are checking, your I is less than length. Okay. And what you are doing now here, closing this, you are the number of time it should increment. This is the simple common sense. Trying to understand. We are writing our requirement into our code. What is our requirement? Think in that way. What I am typing, that is not important. What is my requirement? My requirement is to read this. Forget about right hand side. Think on this variable. I want whatever data is inside this variable. Forget about this. Nothing is there. Forget about this. Tomorrow data will come from database. So you don't know data. What is the data inside this variable? Forget about that. What is your requirement? You want to read this. How you will read this? You don't know the data, but you know the length. I don't internally. So a dot length, whatever the a is holding that length, it will check it length. maybe 10 record, maybe 20 record, maybe 50 record. Now it will check the length and it will run how many times till it will be incremented, right? As I mentioned, if there are 10 records, 0 to 9. If there are 5 records, 0 to 4. Because array or collection indexing is starting from 0, right? So now my requirement is to read this variable. Don't follow simply I am writing one array and I am applying this loop. My requirement is to read this. How I can read this? I am using for loop now. Right? How I can print the value? Guys, tell me where is the value is which variable is holding? A is holding or I is holding? Think. If you think, if you think, you reply to yourself. Print ln. I want to print something. I am always printing. It doesn't mean the same answer. I have to give some meaningful value. The value of array is fine. Till this fine. But I want to add something now to print. Otherwise, what will print? Only this value will, this message will print. This message will print. But value should also come. How? Think. So who is holding? A is holding. And A of 0 means this. A of 1 means this. A of 2 is means this. Like this, na, you are using this A of 0, A of 0, A of 1, A of 2. So it should be dynamic. It should be dynamic. Try to focus because tomorrow this is all this is all you are going to use in your project. So you should focus. If I will keep this value hard coded A of 0, what will happen? See, always one is printing na. Always one is printing. How many times it is printing? 5 times. Because of this loop. That is our concept. That is fine. But I want the number of time the value should come. 0. 0 means 1. 1 means one, first position means 2. Second position means this. Next position, next position. So who is holding the position? I. Better I can keep I here na. Think in that way, then only your concept will increase. Otherwise, you will just you are not watching movie. Now value is coming na. Our purpose is fulfilled. What was our purpose? To read this using for loop. To use this for loop. Because tomorrow you need to read this and reverse the value in interview question. That's why I'm focusing. I'm not just keeping like explaining you for loop. I want you to understand what we are doing. Our expectation is to read this A. How I can read this by using this for loop. But what we are applying, you should understand. Merely we are not applying int equal to 0 every time. Something like this every time. It will change. Condition will change according to your requirement. Today your requirement is to read the variable A. How you can read this variable? You should know why we are using A dot length. Why? Because it is an array. So you should first know the length so that that number of time loop will run. Debugging. Debug as Java application. Now I will mouse over on A. What is coming, guys? I will select Control Shift I. What is the command? Control Shift I. It is giving no because this line is not crossed. Once this line will be crossed, this array will be held by whom? A. For going next time, what is the step? F6. Click here, F6. Now select this Control Shift I. Are you getting this? First index 1, second index 2, third index 2, sorry, second index 3, third index 4, fourth index 5. This is how you have to understand your data going forward in your project. When there will be 1,000 of record, 1 lakh record, 100%. This is the concept you have to utilize. This is how you have to debug, right? Now, A is holding the value. You come to know, right? Control Shift I. A is holding this array, right? Square bracket, right? Now, I need to select all these things. That's the reason A dot length. Control Shift I. When I do A dot length, because A is holding some data now, there is one method A dot length. See, Control Shift, select that statement. Control Shift I. What is the length? A dot length equal to 5. Tomorrow you don't know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there, or 100 records are there in array, or 500 records are there. You don't know. That is coming dynamically from database or find or file system or from any web service call. You don't know. You should know your core Java concept. That tomorrow, if this line will be replaced by this line will be replaced by database call, this line will be replaced by web service call, this line will be replaced by file reading and file system. You should focus on this variable. This variable is holding that data. That is, you have to focus. Then now you are having that variable. So you are checking that variable. Hey variable, what is your length? So variable length, Control Shift I, you know the variable length is 5. Tomorrow let me add one more line, comma, Control Z. Let me add one more value 6. Save it. Continue. Can I check this value? Control Shift I. Let me stop because I changed the value. Let me again debug. I increase one value, na? I increase one value. You require proof. Now F6. This line is not crossed, but this line is crossed. So A is holding the value. A is holding the value. So we can check whatever the A is having right now. What is the length? Length is 6. Now what we are to do? Now whenever I will do F6, what will happen? Now what is the value of I? Control Shift I. First time, at first iteration. Okay, we want whatever the A of, see, you should know how to print array. You should know how to print array. I will give A of 0. A of 0. So what will print? 1 will be printed. If I will give A of 1, what will be printed? 2 is printed. How I can pass that value dynamically? With this help of this variable. Okay, now when I will print F6, first line is coming because A was A of I of 0. Now from this the command will go here na I plus plus. So now F6 I will do first of all. When I mouse over till, still value of I is 0 because command is here I plus plus. It is not cross. Once it will cross, then I will become 1 by incrementing 1. Now see the value of I 1. What A of 1? A of 1 means what? 2. It should print 2. Then 3. Then 4. Like this, right? 4 is printed. 5 is printed. Right? Now 6 is printed. Because still this AI is 0. This condition I is 5 and the A of length is 6. That is true, na? Control Shift I. What is the value of A of length? 6. What is the value of I? Correct. 5 is less than 6. That's why it is going on. But after this iteration, what will the value of I? Now check it is coming outside because the value will become 6. 6 is less than 6. No, it is coming out. This is how you have to read. Now select all, Control Shift Tab. Now this is our for loop. This is our for loop. Now I will use, after how to select that particular block. Tomorrow there will be 1,000 line of code. Today one line, tomorrow 1,000 line of code. How you will select the block? I want to directly go where the cursor is starting, curly brace, click there. It will select complete body. You will come to know, okay, line number 11 is the end. Keep cursor here, enter next line. One line is there, it is readable, visible. Tomorrow 1,000 line of code. Use this practice. Now I will use advanced for loop. This is for loop. Now we will use for each. See the difference. See the difference. Same array, everything is same. What is our syntax? What is our syntax? Copy this. Copy this. Paste here. Paste here. Just replace whatever I am telling you. Okay. Sysout statement. What is our target on which you are applying? A. Can I replace this target with A? A is iterable. A is iterable. Fine. No problem. No problem. A is iterable. Now, sorry. A is iterable. Now, what is the item you are taking here? What is the type of A? Int. You should take int. Item is treating as a variable. You can type uh, a array value. Array value. I am giving some good naming convention. Means what happen? This A will come, one value will come here at every time. Can I use this same statement? Copy this. But no I na this time. This is taking from above. But what we required, I want to print this value. Copy this, replace this. Can I comment this? Because it will going to print, so it will give the output. Save it. Now fine. I have comment that. Okay, how to comment, right? All practices which we are doing in real time, the same practices I am telling you guys. Okay. Now, can I run this? Same output coming na? Same output coming. Can you debug this? Let me debug this. Debug as Java application. Array is passed F6. So A is holding the value. See, index wise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The same A is we are using here. Control Shift I. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What will happen? Whatever the value of A is holding, one by one, this value will come here. Okay. Now, Control Shift I. No, no value. Because why? This line is not crossed. This line is not crossed. F6. Now line is crossed. First value of A. What is the first value of A? 1. 1 will be held by whom? Array value. See, array value is holding first value. So first time this loop is going to print what? 1. Now it is holding array. This is the second loop. So it is going to pass second number to whom? This value. Earlier one, F6. What will happen? Now it is holding 2, right? So now what will happen? 2 will be printed. Similarly, 3 will be printed. Then 4 will be printed. Then 5 will be printed. Hope you are understanding, guys. Hope you are understanding. Both the loops are giving the same result. This loop is also giving the same result. This is your for loop. This is your advanced for loop. But only two things, na? 1, 2. How many things? 1, 2, and 3. But what is the difference? You can apply this for only array and collection. Okay. Array and collection. Right? This is the difference. Which one is easier? Which one is easier? Right. Now, can I take one more example? Let's, we are using I plus plus. I plus plus. I plus plus. Can I reverse this? Can I reverse this using for loop? I am giving some space. Let me comment this. Let me comment this. You have to decide. You have to decide how to reverse. How to reverse? When int I equal to 0, it is starting from here, na? It is starting from here. I need to start from last position. I need to start from last position. And then this position, then this position, then this position, then this position, then this position. Interview question. How you will reverse this? In this example, when I am running this for loop, what happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6 is printing. I want to print 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How I can print? I need to apply something here, na? So this is C. This part is starting from 0. This part is what it is doing. It is increasing, means 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So increasing order. Now think, I want to start from here. I want to start from here. I want to start from here means I should instead if I see everything is dynamic. You cannot keep like this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you cannot keep this like this 5. But tomorrow, because tomorrow you don't know na how many values is there. So how you can do that? Simple. Whatever the length, whatever the length is there. What is the what guys? What is the position of this thing? Tell me. Think in your mind. Think your brain. Answer yourself. Answer yourself. Answer yourself. No need to answer me. What is the position of 6 number? 5. And what is the length? 6. To to take to get 5, I need to subtract what? 6 minus 1. Then 5 will come na? How it will come? Length is coming here. Can I use this and keep here? Arey Baba. Can I paste here? LENDEH. Can I paste here? So now what is the value of I? I will become 6. But what is the value of 6? I have to start 5. So can I subtract 1? This is logic. This is logic. Right? Now we are starting from where? We are starting from last position. This is your last position. Right? But what is your last position? 5. So if you start with 5, so what it will do? It will do 6, 7, 8, 9 like this, no? But that is not our requirement. So now you are starting from 5th position. In your next iteration, it should come what? 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 1, 1 to 0. So you should decrement na. So what instead of plus plus, you should use minus minus. Correct na? And what is the condition? Now think, you started from last position, you are printing something, that is fine. Okay. And after that, this is going to reduce. But it should stop somewhere, na? It should stop somewhere. Otherwise, what will happen? Now, what it is checking? I should be less than length. What is the length? It condition satisfied, na? So that it will first it will print this, 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 but it should stop here, na? To stop at this position 1, what should you do? So this index should be what? The value should, this is position number 0. So what you should do? Think. At position number 0, the value of I, the value of I either should be greater or equal, na? Right? Then it will satisfy, right? What is coming? They will ask you in this interview how to reverse the number. Now you are getting, right? How to reverse the number? Let debug. Debug is the answer. Debug this. Whatever I explained, debug this. A is holding what? A is holding Control Shift I. What is A is holding? A don't know any value because this value is not crossed. This line is not crossed. F6. Now A know everything. A is holding everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is my requirement now? My requirement is to reverse the to reverse the string or reverse the number. It should print 654. So from where I should initialize? This is initialization section na. When you are going in forward direction, that time you are using int I equal to 0. Why 0? Because index number 1 is 0. But now you have to start from here. What is this? This is last position. How you will take the last position? So for that, you are taking the length. Now you are having total length. What is the length? Length is 6. But what is index wise? What is index wise? Index wise, this is 0 position, this is 1 position, this is 2 position, this is 3 position, this is 4 position, and this is 5 position. So to get 5 from 6, how you can do? You are subtracting 1. Means you are starting from 5. This is okay. This is okay. Can I do this? Control Shift I. Control Shift I. Yes. Now the starting point is 5th. 5 number. Now what will happen? It will come here, right? It will print this line. Let's do F6. Now last position is printed. A of 5. A of 5 means 6 is printing. Fine. Now it is coming here. What is the value of 5? What is value of I? 5, na? See, value of I is 5. Now it should read this one. So you are using decrement. If you use increment, then it will increase. See, let me show you that. If you forget that, what will happen? Let me stop this. Array out of bond. Array out of bond in the exception. Array out of bond exception. Very important exception. Very, very important exception. In real time, this exception will come. What is this exception? Array index out of bound exception. Why? Debug. Tomorrow, this exception will come in a project. How you will understand debug. Okay. There is no compilation. Everything is fine. But you write the code. Tomorrow, you will get the exception. Debug. You should know by seeing that exception. That will come with practice. Now, what is a no value? F6 value is there inside A. Till now you are good, right? Till now I explained. Control Shift I. A is fine. This value will be also going to print. See, command is coming here. 6 is fine, right? 6 is fine. First time because all is good. Now after this first loop, first part, second part, then third part. Now we are in third part. What is the value of I? What is the value of I? 5 means index number 5. Index number 5. It will do increment. It will do increment. It will do increment. 5 will become 6. 5 will become 5 will become 6. See, 5 will become 6. Now it is coming here, right? 5 will become 6. 6 is greater than 0, na? True. 6 is greater than 0, na? True. But now it is going to print the value index number 6. See, AI of 0. Control Shift I. What is the value? 6. Means A of 6. This is A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3, A of 4, A of 5. But we don't have A of 6, na? But we don't have A of 6. Then suddenly it will throw the exception. Array out of bound index exception because there is no value 6. Right? So that is what I am in my intention to show you that exception. Now coming to our actual program, debug as Java application. Now what will happen? Now what will happen? F6, F6, fine. 6 is printed. Now it will reduce. What is the value of I? 5. Now it will value of I is 5. Now what I minus do? It will reduce one value. So it will become what? 4. Is 4 is greater than 0? Yes. So it will come here. See the value of I is what? 4. So A of 4 is what? A of 4. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is going to print? 5. 5 is printed. Now command come here. What is the value of I? 4. Now I minus what it will do? It will reduce the value of 4 to 3. Then 3 is greater than equal to 0. Yes, true. Let's see. True. Control Shift I. True. The value will be printing. F6. 3 will be printed. Same thing keep on going. 1 is printed. Now Control Shift I. What is the value of 0? What is condition we are using? What condition we are using? 0 is either greater than or equal to. This is the option. Na? That is the reason we have added 0. Other we have added equal symbol. Means 0 is not greater than 0. So it will be false. Na? Then this number won't be printed. But now either greater than or equal to. So 0 is equal to 0. Either it will take out of 2. It will either take greater than, that is also true. But if the value, both I value and 0 value is also same, it will consider. So now this is also making true because I value is 0. So I is greater than equal to, because I value is 0, 0 is equal to 0. That is true. That is what is printing. Hope you are good, guys. Hope you are understanding. Right? Hope you are understanding. So what we have seen today, like we for loop, comparison with advanced for loop, when to use for loop, right? For arrays and collection, two program which are very much important as part of interview. They may ask, right? How to how to how to use for loop, how to reverse the value. Hope you are good, right? Till now. 1 minute. Can I ping in this chat? Let me ping in the chat. A dot length minus 1. A dot length minus 1 means what thing? You want this length, na? You want this length. Why we are doing A dot length minus 1? I want to start from last position. I am not starting from 0 position because I want to reverse this number. To start with this number, I already explained in previous session what is length and what is length method. If you know that, definitely it will help you to understand. Length is giving whatever the array size. Array size. What is the array size? 5. Which array size? Which array size you are applying length? A. So with this you are getting the complete size. That is 5. Sorry, 6. With this you are getting the array size is 6. You want to come to last position. What is the last position? Size and index position are different, guys. Try to understand. That's why I'm trying to say you many times that practice. This is 0 position. Okay. This is first position. This is second position. This is third position. This is fourth position. This is fifth position. Okay. This is the position. When I'm saying this is the position. This is the position. And this is what? Array. Okay. Somebody asking what is the fifth position number then? 6. What is the 0 position number? 1. So where I have to start? Reverse means first I need to print this na. 6 number I need to print. What is the 5? What is the position 5? So you know, right? This is the size. Size means what? Size means what is the size? 6. I want to print 5. To print 5, I need to subtract from -1 na. This is the common logic. This is the logic. This is 6 is what? 6 is the length. So I want to print position number 5. So to make it length -1 we are doing. So when we are doing length -1, so it will become 5. That's the reason a dot length -1. So what it will start, it will from, and every time it is going to reduce 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And every time the value is printing. Hope you are understanding. Okay. Debug that, practice that, then you will able to understand, guys. Okay. I'm stopping the screen. Did I pin program? Yeah, I pasted the chat. I'm stopping the screen share. I'm stopping the recording.